The information, products, and claims presented in this video and on any related websites or materials have not been evaluated by any official regulatory body. They are intended for informational and educational purposes only and are not meant to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or medical condition. Always consult a qualified healthcare professional before making any changes to your health or wellness routine.
All right, welcome. Hello, everyone. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to the Life Reawaken Show. So wonderful to have you all here. It's a Friday evening here in Central Standard Time here in America. Wherever you are, thank you so much for tuning in at this different time. It's always exciting when we have a different time slot, like on a Friday evening, because maybe, other people can join who aren't normally able to join. So I'm Linda. We have Janice Nohoulani here with us today. Let's give her some love here. Please feel free to let us know where you're tuning in from. We'd love to give you a warm welcome as people are joining in. Happy to have you here. So welcome everyone. Again, I'm Linda, and I'm really grateful you're here with us today for this follow-up Q&A with Janice today. So tonight is an opportunity to go deeper into Janice's work around immunity, energetic stability, and alignment with your highest timeline for 2026. And to give you space to feel into whether this activation is truly right for you. And we have some exciting processes in store for y'all. So please allow me to introduce Janice. She is a spiritual alchemist for visionaries, healers, and seekers. Janice Nohoulani is a natural-born psychic, shamanic love coach, energy healer, and soul medicine mentor. She has spent her life walking between worlds, bridging the seen and unseen to help others step into their highest timeline. She doesn't just predict the future, she helps reshape it. From the moment she could talk, Janice saw what others couldn't: ancestral spirits, energetic imprints, and divine guidance whispering through the veil. Her spiritual awakening began at just 5 years old. Though the world around her always wasn't ready to accept it, by age 12, she had already learned the power of resilience, navigating a difficult childhood that taught her to trust something greater, the unseen forces that protected her. Welcome, Janice. Welcome to
Thank
the
you.
show.
Thank you for having me. I always love being here with Aram. Yeah, and you. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so let's dive right in. So I see some hands are going up. Please let us know where you're tuning in from. And so let's get started here. So, Janice, you speak about having both a physical and energetic immune system. Can
Mm.
can you explain what that really means in everyday life and how someone knows theirs is weakened?
Well, those are great questions. Thanks, Linda. I really appreciate it. Um, so every single part of you, there is a physical and non-physical aspect of you. Not only that, I mean, we haven't talked about it, but there's like a masculine and feminine aspect of you within each aspect like your immune system, each organ, each gland, each meridian, everything. And so I can bet I have worked on over 10,000 people, and when I work on people, I have never seen an immune system that's been on. So can bet an energetic immune system that's been on top of the physical immune system because who teaches us that? I mean, quite literally, no one does. And so, I even with people, and I have to be honest with you, I'm mostly known as a healer's healer. And so I work with very highly attuned beings. And those are a great many of my clients. And even they don't have their energetic immune system on top of their physical one. Now, this became important when technology started to bring in, 5G, 7G, 10G, when AI came into place. This became much more apparent. And what we're finding with the significant changes that are happening on this planet The universe is actually bringing in greater tools. Like just yesterday, a new tool came in that is essential to keep us in our own energy and using our energetic body at its highest to support our physical body. So, look, everyone is under so much enormous stress, right? So even by the grace of goodness, if you had your immune system locked in, your energetic onto your physical, we're still needing to deal with it. Even those of my students who have now are really in touch with this part of themselves and know how to utilize both the physical and non-physical together, we're still needing to bring great attention to it. So once you get this knowledge, your being, your soul, your whole being recognizes it. And hopefully we're going to show you a little bit of that today. Uh, so you don't have to take my word for it, y'all. You can just feel it. You're like, oh yeah, something's going on, right? So that's the easiest way. This, Aram said the other day that she's never heard anyone talk about this because this is really new for our time.
Mhm. Wow.
Mm.
Wow. So yes, we do have something in store for you where you're gonna get to experience this yourself. So please, get yourself settled in and, be open and ready to receive this beautiful energy.
Yeah.
So, Janice, many spiritually aware people feel stuck, even when they're doing all the right things. From your
Mm.
perspective, what is actually happening beneath the surface?
Well, so as you know, Aram talks a lot about me being the timeline queen, and there are many testimonies that you'll see about that. And again, we're coming back to technology. I apologize for saying that, but that's really what it is. We're in a huge evolution, and we are being bombarded by stressors that we haven't had to deal with in a like in our face stressors, right? So it's been opening up timelines that have really been affecting like our trauma. Basically, people are splitting, they're hanging out in the past, their past self, rather than really owning who they are in this present self. So, one part of that package is the packages, we'll talk about that later, but is that you'll do timeline work. And a lot of people, we just need to prep the system. This is what's been coming through quite often is that I'm needing to prep your system to be able to receive your now, right?
Mm,
So then you can choose it. So if you're running a show, which most people are because they're being bombarded with lots of trauma, we're seeing it all the time. We're seeing lots of darkness happening. We're feeling something's wrong and we don't know what it is. Well, there's two things. We are evolving. Most people are stuck in the 3D and we're trying to lift them up. And now I know that we've been working on this for a long time, y'all. So I know that you might feel really frustrated. But but what's happening is our body is in the 3D. As we pull ourselves up, and when we literally have to, I call it the astral plane, this collective mind, right? Is so under so much turmoil that most people are sitting stuck with not just their own stuff that they're dealing with, but this collective mind stuff. So the processes that you get in the programs are really meant for to lift you out of that 3D and into 5, 7, 11, 13D. So then that stuckness doesn't like your energy. You know your energy and you know what timeline you're running. And just so many people are running old timelines, they don't even know it's happening. So that is why I have seen over and over again why people are stuck. And then also why when we actually do this work, this preparatory work and the timeline work and the immune system work. The immune system work is actually quite important for that, for the stabilization of this, of your current timeline. When we do that, and you'll see it on the testimony page, people are like, what? I had one session with Janice, and all of a sudden things started to flow. I knew my purpose. I knew what I had to do. And here's where it gets really wrong is that most people are afraid to do what they have to do. So I do all this work, then you got to take action. You got to do it. So Also, with the immune system work that we are doing, we're creating safety. So your immune system is protecting the right things. So you can then take action in your life. You feel safer. And that's something that, I don't think a lot of people talk about.
Then that is so important too, that your offering it will bring that in, that safety component, which is so essential, because if we're not feeling safe within in our nervous system, it's we're not in coherence. Things are going to be a little haywire. So I think that's just beautiful that you're going to be in a safe container. You're going to feel that safety working with your immune system and everything that this beautiful package entails. So
I
this
mean, can
work,
I say something about that, Linda, really quick? I'm so sorry. Do you mind if I
please.
just interject? Think about it for a second. We are bombarded with chemicals in our air. We're bombarded with chemicals in our water. We're bombarded with chemicals within social toxicity and social media. We are, and then depending on your work environment, all your environments, right? Your immune system is taxed. And when we get that online, I mean, and some of you might feel this right now, because just as we bring awareness to it and who I am as a person, we're already calling in your healing teams. When we get your immune system online in alignment with you as a whole being, it can begin to do its job in not just protecting you, but creating vitality in life. And when you create vitality in life within your system, you begin to resonate at that level. And it's almost impossible for love, abundance, health to not just find you. It almost becomes impossible not to walk in a room and feel embraced if you want to. I got like, oh, some people are like, no, don't, don't. But if you want to be seen, if you want to attract all those elements, this is a place to begin. And I like what Linda said about that inner strength and protection and safety that inevitably allows you to have that safety in your environment as well, just by your very nature.
Absolutely. So true. That safety is imperative, and working from that, it's almost as if, you're really going back to your sovereign essence of who you really are, which is love, abundance, joy, all these beautiful things. And sometimes we got to remind that this is actually who we really are. So this
Mhm.
work, it focuses on the new human operating system for
Mm,
2026.
mm, mm.
What shifts inside a person when that upgrade truly anchors? Like, I know we've been speaking about, like, you'll feel the abundance and love, but you know,
Totally, totally. What begins to shift is one, like, first of all, what I've noticed in all of my clients is that they stop chasing down the life that they feel they need and start receiving the life that they're actually invested in creating. It's a very different way of being. Not only that, but um the sorry, I I get information via visions. I want to just anchor in that um I want to collect my thoughts here, sorry.
no, take your time, take your time.
There When we receive this new human upgrade, it's a lot easier to I know that the word safety feels kind of redundant, but our nervous system in the planet
Yeah,
is is rocked to the core right now.
feeling
And
safe.
everyone's nervous system is rocked to the core right now. So what we're doing is we're creating that alignment and safety, not only with your immune system, but with your parasympathetic and your sympathetic nervous system. That's what the goal is going to be today. So stick around for that. And when that happens, I can't tell you how much I can create so effortlessly. And and literally feel now good in my skin because of
Mm.
this. I have worked for years and years, not only on other people, but on myself. I really do walk my talk. So everything I do, I've tried on myself a million times. And this tool alone has helped me feel more in love with myself and comfortable in my skin than I have ever experienced before in my life. And because of that, I literally am, when we talk about, most people come to me and say they want peace of mind. Now, I have that in my system. It's not just a thought anymore. It is literally an aspect of me that is present. And I believe that this is a shift that begins to happen as we, you know, begin to talk to our immune system and ask our immune system to work with all levels of our existence, every single level of our existence. I hope I'm answering your question, but that's
Ah,
really
yes, yes, yes,
okay,
you
good.
are. You are, Janice. And yeah, the immune system, you think about it, immune system, that's the most fundamental level. That your immune system is your first when something it goes awry with your health or you're feeling something, the first thing you usually think of, is like, well, the immune system is compromised in some way, shape, or form. And that's exactly what this package is focusing on. Because oftentimes I think that's neglected.
Totally.
Sure, we take some vitamin C packets or
Right.
we're building our immune system, but are we really seeing to it and taking care of the fundamental working dynamics of the immune system so that it's safe, it's whole, it's complete, it's able to, it's resilient, it's strong. And this is exactly what your offering is all about. So
It's so true. And there's so many people who are coming to me with these crazy unknown illnesses.
mm,
Crazy unknown illnesses. And so in order to really begin to heal on a deeper level, especially when you don't really know what's going on, we have to start there. We have to start with letting the immune system come on board with all we are, physically and non-physically. Yeah.
so true.
Mm.
So, well, I was going to ask you to walk us through the intention behind the sessions. These are group sessions, folks. That's there in package A. You're going to receive in package B their sessions. We'll actually circle back around to that when we open up the page so everybody really can
Oh,
see
I
for
love that.
themselves what these sessions will entail. They're going to be
Yeah.
very powerful sessions. And it's worth mentioning that Janice's first session falls on February 17th, which happens to be the first day of the Fire Horse year.
Very purposeful.
So I think that's really an
Very.
auspicious sign, a very, very beautiful thing that it's like it's the stars, everything's aligned to just catapult you to the next level, folks.
Thank you.
So with that said, what kind of changes do people most commonly notice, like emotionally, physically, or even in their abundance and relationships? Maybe, I mean, I know you have a plethora of lovely testimonies. And could you share with us like anything that comes to mind where what was the first changes that came about and what happened?
Yeah, okay. Well, usually what I do is when a new tool comes on board, I call some of my heavy hitters. I call them the heavy hitters because they're like the healers doing all this work in the world, right? And I usually call them because they tap in pretty fast. And so I start playing with their energy. And what I had seen pretty much consistently is that there were these big issues, like big life issues. Some people were going through a divorce. Some people were going to custody battle. Some people had to, were up leveling in their businesses, but business was rocky for a while. Some people, like I said, had some serious health issues and they didn't know what was going on. And pretty much consistently within 2 days to 2 weeks. So sometimes there's a growing process that happens here. Everyone called me back. I was kind of surprised because they did take a little while to let me know what was happening. I was like, okay, what's going on? But every single person said that that it what they intended on when we did the work, it almost like opened up the river and it just started to happen, and they just completely kept watching the signs to allow them to take advantage of that. So that's one thing. And I mean, if we want tangibles, one woman created $35,000 in 2 weeks. Another, and her business was very stagnant. So that's part of it. Another woman, she was like, I'm changing. My purpose seems to be changing, and I've been struggling for months to figure out what it is. And boom, her purpose came through, you know. And another woman, her custody battle just disappeared, right? And
Uh-huh.
that one was very specific regarding her immune system and love, how her immune system was protecting herself actually from shifting the energy, allowing something new to come in because there was a part of her story still playing on what needed to happen. We just needed to get her immune system on board. I feel like I'm talking in tongues, but
No,
when
you're not.
what did you say, Linda?
I said, no, you're not. No, you're not.
Okay, good, good. I just, it's just an interesting thing to bring it to the table and allow myself to see how the immune system, it sometimes here's the two things that go on. Sometimes it's protecting us from what we want, and sometimes it's just not in alignment with what we want, right? So in all of those situations that I just spoke of, um, one, we just needed to get the immune system online,
Mhm.
with their dream, with their new goal, with the idea of their new vibrational energy and what they wanted to create. That's what, yeah. Anyway.
Yes, yes, and yes. Yeah. I think that, what oftentimes happens is once awareness of a certain thing is like it has surfaced, it's
Yeah.
usually the most pressing thing that's going to open the floodgates.
Yeah.
So, it's equally important to have trust, when in that what's the most poignant like tightness and constriction will surface. And sometimes, you're not going to be like, oh, I thought I wanted this. I thought that was my purpose. But because you're online, oftentimes you're going to find like this clarity of, oh, this is what it is. I mean, I know this has happened in ways as I've leveled up and had my own initiations along my own path, that what I thought was so important and what I wanted or something is actually no. And I feel so much better about what it is that's new because it's in alignment with my soul, and
Mm.
it's in love, and it's in light, and it's in
Mm.
integrity, and it's in truth. And
Mm.
that is a beautiful place to be. So this is the opportunity to dive into that, because you'll be surprised of actually what is really best for you may not be kind of what you might be mentally thinking, especially if your nervous system is not feeling safe, your immune system is compromised. So this is an opportunity to have Janice walk you, hold you by the hand and walk you through this process wherein you
Mhm.
come into these beautiful epiphanies and really get in touch with who are you really? What are you here to do? What is it that
Mm.
you really, really want to create? This, this
Well,
is
and I would say not immune, the immune system's not just compromised, but actually not embodied at all, right? Because if your physical immune system is struggling, it's likely because it's not in touch with its energetic immune system supporting it. I mean, that's why we run light, y'all. When we're running light to allow for our greatest embodiment of physical, non-physical to support us, and when we do that, truly you and your body becomes more efficient. It'll guide you in a way that you can't even imagine. It's pretty phenomenal, truly. So anyway, I'm looking at some
yeah.
people and their bodies are lighting up, and I can see a lot of different things going on. So
Wow, that's awesome. Well, how
yeah.
about uh Rhonda says, I am understanding what you're saying. And I'm glad, Rhonda. I'm glad you're resonating. So
Yeah.
since we've been, so we've got a good understanding of what's going on here. How about maybe now might be a great opportunity to
Yeah.
do a process, Janice?
Yeah. I love it. I love it.
Right. So everybody tune in. For those of you, this is equally beneficial for those of you live on the call, watching the replay. Just get yourself centered and all righty.
So normally I usually walk people through what I'm doing, but I'm actually gonna just do the process. So I'm also going to share with you one of the audios that I created that you'll be getting with one of these packages. Hopefully you'll hear it. If there's an issue, I know Linda will tell me. But I'm gonna share. So I'm gonna share this in the background, the music that I created for you all, and then I'm gonna do a process. Then we can I could talk to you a little bit about it more later. All right, here we go. Go ahead and just close your eyes. And let me find this process. Or no, not the process. Let me find the audio. Okay, there it goes. Okay, close your eyes for me because there won't be a video playing. And just take some breaths. This audio right here has frequencies of unconditional divine love. We're also going to be addressing your child self. And Linda, if you can't hear me or the music's too loud or too soft, please let me know
That's great.
in the chat. Okay, thank you. Great. Good, good, good. And you're just going to breathe in and out until I tell you to come back. So, what we're doing right now, and they're still working on you, is I called on your healing team's highest self and all your helpers. They're the ones who are doing the work. I'm just sort of orchestrating what's happening. Some of you we had to work on your brains to allow you to reconnect to your energetic nervous systems. But what we did is we grounded those immune systems and flooding them with rainbow rays. We're reconnecting them to your parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous systems. So when you actually come into the live classes, we're going to show you how to do this, how to guide your helpers, get reconnected to your healing teams and helpers and allow them to assist you every day over and over again. So for some of you, it was your brain, some of you, it was your gut, some of you needed a full-on reconnection. What we do in the program is that we're actually going to reconnect those to abundance, prosperity, your vitality, your magic. So the other day I was starting to do the scans for people and they wanted us to bring in a great many different parts. Is your immune system connected to compassion? How is your immune system connected to your magic and so not just abundance, love, but these are the things that in the scans we'll start to look at a little bit clearer. And so we just started the process. Um, some of you, because your mind gets in the way a little bit, we're having to bypass your minds to allow for the energetics to come on. That might feel sharp and a little hard. But anyway, I'm also being told to not say too much. So let's just allow that energy to sink in. It doesn't take long, but the important thing and the reason why I'm having the group sessions is so you can be in charge with me, and my assistants and the healing teams and all the helpers to help you align your immune systems to what it is that you desire, but in real time, over and over again, yourself. So it's not only me doing it, it's you doing it. And because many of you, your immune systems have been detached, your energetic immune systems have been detached to your prosperity, your love, your abundance, your health, for not just this lifetime, for many lifetimes. So we need that ongoing remembering, 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 remembering. And that's not to say that you're not going to have incredible experiences immediately. It's just to say that when you bring your attention and your energy to that process, it's better. So all of your nervous systems, sympathetic and nervous systems, are starting to come online with the immune system. It's going to take a little bit. It'll continue to happen for 24 hours.
Mhm. Beautiful. So yes, it will continue to unfold. Thank you for taking us through that process, Janice. Shall I see we have some hands raised, so maybe we can get to a couple here and then
Sure.
we will certainly open up the page so everybody can really have a good understanding of this offer. So with that said, I am going to unmute here Jane. Jane, you are now unmuted.
Hey, Jane.
Welcome.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Gotcha. We could hear you.
Fantastic. I guess I'm just curious. Uh, I'm having health things, especially with my teeth right now. Like it's moving one infection to another throughout my mouth. Another one just happened this past week. And I keep flipping between that. And I've gotten a lot of things together in my life, but like the money thing just keeps not happening in like ways that are I I've done, like many people are so much work and I understand the core of things. I understand it won't shift, and it really needs to. So I
Yeah.
keep on flipping back and forth because my health literally keeps going awry.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
let me tell you what I'm picking up on. So I keep coming back to your actual skeletal system and actually at a connect and your immune system in connection to the masculine energy within you. And if I have a strong sense, I don't know anything about you, but I have a strong sense that you have a very strong intuitive sense, or you might be even psychic, right?
Mhm.
You are, yeah?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
pretty
Okay,
intuitive.
so I want you to tap into this with me because we're just going to give you a percentage of it, and you might actually know it right away. But if we were to bring your skeletal system to your immune system and actually have your feminine and masculine working through that to support your system, at what percentage does this is kind of weird. I'm asking you, but I'll tell you if you want me to. At what percentage does prosperity come chasing you down?
When you say percentage, you mean
Yeah, prosperity. When all those in our alignment connected to your immune system, prosperity starts to turn toward you. And at 63% and then starts to hit 95%. So so this health issue that you're talking about. First, we need the structure and support of the masculine and feminine working through your immune system with your skeletal system. And that turns on prosperity to start turning towards you actually at 63% almost immediately.
mm,
Are you connecting to what I'm talking about or?
uh, maybe in the sense of, can I ask this? When you say the immune system, are you talking about actual physical immunity or a spiritual immunity?
Both. Both. So your immune system is working at right now because it's under stress, it's working at 23%. And that's the way I see it.
Mhm.
And then if we look at your flow, literally, your spleen connected to your immune system, energetic and physical, right? Then when we start to connect that up, then it starts working a little bit at more like 40%. And then when we start to look at, so we're going to go through all the systems
Mhm.
inside the immune system because we can't just go immune system and then ignore the rest of your body, right?
Mhm. Right.
So, yeah. So then we start to integrate your spleen on board, and that starts to go to 40%. And
Mhm.
then we start bringing in the energy of we can't even bring in the energy of your bones yet, your skeletal system. I think we have to start working with your your circulatory system and your blood. Yes. And then we align that to your immune system and the energetics and the physical. So it's the physical and the energetics. And then we start bringing in, I'm told again I shouldn't talk as much, but then we need to bring in, and then we can bring in the masculine and feminine to work through all levels of your existence, physical and non-physical, and get your immune system to bring in support and structure to that. Now we bring in your bones. And now you're a vessel that holds prosperity. So when I was talking before a second ago, it was like prosperity was turned away from you.
Mhm.
In connection to your immune system, we're specifically talking about that, but there's other things going on.
Mhm.
When if we go ahead and do what all that we said, then we have you're a vessel to hold prosperity is what I'm hearing. And that's like 82%, which is way better than what
Then
it's now.
23.
Yeah,
You said.
exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Ah, that's great.
So, and when you're talking, so in the courses and the group stuff, it's like the systems, and I am tracking with you what you're saying about like I mean I know some stuff too with my physical self, like my digestion is off, and so it doesn't matter how many
Mhm.
supplements I'm throwing at it.
Yep.
If the digestion's off, it's not, the other stuff can't do its job, right? And so
Yep.
it sounds something similar to that. And then would these things also, when we're talking about the circulatory and whatnot, would those also pertain to the physical? Or is it
Everything
somewhere?
that we're doing is aligning your physical and energetic body to work together as one. So, yes, not to mention that the tools that you learn in the first session are tools that will help whatever supplements you take to work better for you. Or you'll know not to take them. It'll be almost immediately. Like you'll learn how to do that. And it's kind of time that you have those tools in order for you to know how to either attune the supplements to work exact better for you or to not take them at all. And you'll learn that tool in the first session, by the way, because it's important. It is really in alignment with the same thing. If we're giving our immune system things that aren't working, we're flooding our system with wrong information,
Right.
right? And that's one thing that we definitely need to fix with you and many people who are on this call is that your systems are confused. So that's why we
Mhm.
start with the immune system.
And within this thing with the immune system, and I feel like I might probably know the answer, this also would be when we're talking in terms of the spiritual energetic sides, would also be what's pertaining to stuff that happened right in childhood and how that affects the way
Yeah. So
we
what
yeah.
Yeah, so what happened? What happened actually with everyone, and I love this. This is a new thing because there's new technologies that are coming in, even just as yesterday.
Mm.
We are having to deal with our inner child, our inner children, and a lot of these tools are like again coming creating safety, but not just only that, playfulness. Playfulness. Think about your immune system being playful in your body for a second. What can we create from that? Right? And instead of the suppression, like, oh, there's like, my immune system is like suffering. What happens in my line of when I talk about the inner child is in charge of the body. So if we have it out of balance thing in our body, it often stems from something is going on in the inner child. So that's a great question. I think we got to move on, Jane,
Yes.
but
Do you recommend A or B?
I get a strong B for you because there's certain things we could do in the group, and there's one or two things that I think are very specific to you.
Okay. Thank you
Mm.
so much.
Thank you, Jane. Thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much. Awesome.
I just talk and talk, y'all. We got to go through these fast though, because I want to get to as many people as possible.
All right. So in the spirit of that, let's keep on rolling then. Okay, Kathy, you are now unmuted. And feel free to let us know when you're here. Just,
No,
okay.
I'm having trouble with
Kathy.
the mouse lately, or whatever you call it, the pointer.
Hi, welcome.
Hi, Kathy.
Thank you. Yeah, I wanted to see if you could. I mean, I have different things going on, but I've always had different, you know, come across different amounts of money, but then there was always something or multiple things coming up, and the money was always, I had to take care of other things, and I kind of feel like it's still happening.
Yeah. If I look at your immune system, there's something about um I don't know what it is, but let's look at the I don't want to say I don't know what it is. It's like I feel nervous saying it, I think. There's something about money, um, money, is it what's the sort of like what's the payoff? Like what do I have to give in order to receive and keep it? There's something in your system about yeah, it staying. And if I was to be honest, I just see someone almost standing off to the side. And so when you receive, it feels like good, but it almost doesn't allow you to hold it. There might be an ancestral element to this. Yes, ancestral element. Yeah. But way down, like almost yeah. I don't know who's talking on the line. I don't
It's
think it's
Linda.
you, Kathy. Is it you? Oh,
No,
hey,
it's
Linda.
Linda.
Okay, Linda. Linda, mute yourself. We love you. Anyway.
Oh, sorry
What's
about that.
happening
I
here?
thought I was muted. I had somebody working here and I just gave him a little beverage. I
Oh, I love
apologize.
that. No problem. No problem. No problem. Okay, so Kathy, there's something. So first of all, there's a mask that we need to take off of you so we could see more clearly. But I do see someone off to the side, and every time I move in one direction, it kind of throws me off, which tells me, just to be really straight up with you, that there is an influence that doesn't want you to land in prosperity. So is that about your immune system? The program, especially program A, is very specific around your immune system. So I want to speak to that, but I would say if you were to do anything with me, it would be program B, because of the fact that there is a squirrely energy in your field that we really do need to remove. Just straight up, we need to remove so you can land in your own timeline and not let this other energy influence you. It could be interdimensional because I keep getting hits about something, but I don't think I want to talk about it here. So anyway, I don't
It's
know if
not going to
that's
bother me.
resonating
Nothing
with you.
surprises me. I'll tell you that. I've been through, had different things affect me in the past.
Yeah, this is really old, but I think we have to get that mask off of you in order for us to actually work and remove that interdimensional aspect. And then, look, then you start landing and rooting in your physical form and in your body. And then when we connect your immune system to prosperity, it almost looks like it grows like trees, like like roots into your body, roots into the earth, and then allows you to be again, it's interesting. The word is vessel, the vessel to keep that strong in you. So I'm not picking up on any immune system issues. I'm picking up on your immune
External.
system connected to prosperity.
Okay, now when you mentioned the mask, is that something that I'm doing the mask or something that this other thing is?
Old. It's old. I can't tell if you did it or if they did it, that being
Okay,
did it. Yeah. But
external.
if I was to talk about percentages, your right, sorry. Today your prosperity in connection to your immune system is like at a 1%, and love is like at a it
Negative one?
I was gonna say negative percentage. Yeah. I
Yeah.
didn't want to say that, but I didn't want to say that.
Well, I
But
expect people to tell me the truth. I mean, I'm not asking questions just to, you don't have to worry about it. It's like,
yeah, yeah. I just didn't want to, because also I think another part of you, and there's different levels of love, right?
right.
Love actually is prosperity is love, right? And so there's partnership love, there's self-love, there's, also I think maybe it's more partnership love that is a little bit in the negatives. And
Oh,
so
that's a lot in the negative, honey.
well, okay, so when we start to fix that, then when we start to fix that, you're able to receive actually, like like water falls and trees just are there. Like, yeah, water me, right?
I'm trying to clear out, I'm still working through forgiveness and clearing out things from the ex-husband and partner after that.
So
So,
you'll like then package A, but you certainly want to do package B because this, when I get new technology, it always comes into my program. So
okay.
that is going to come, and it's very specific about releasing exes and actually parental, ancestral um information. I mean, like literally allowing you to land in your own timeline so your parents are no longer affecting you. And
Okay.
I'm telling you, that is a game changer. That is like people immediately have huge results from that with this on top of it. I'm really excited about it because it just came in this week because the world is changing and we needed this is a new technology in the universe. And I know that's a big statement, but I've been doing it on people and they're like, holy cow,
Hmm.
releasing the past partners and actually releasing the information from our parents. It's like people can breathe again and start creating pretty rapidly. That'll be a part of the program.
Okay, thank you very much. I really
You're
appreciate
welcome.
that.
Yeah,
Mm.
Thank you,
absolutely.
Linda.
Oh, thank you, Kathy. Thank you so much. Along with you saying vessel, another word that came, I love this vessel word you're using. It's so apropos, it's so appropriate. I'm also thinking, the freedom that comes with that when you're not under these influences of, family or ancestors or whatnot, or different timelines.
Interdimensional beings.
Yeah,
Yeah, totally.
yeah. So freedom, folks. So I think we have
Freedom.
time for I know, we have time for one more here. I'm gonna make sure my thing is muted. I apologize. I had someone working
No
outside.
problem,
Just
Linda.
stepped
No
to the
problem.
door.
No
But
problem. We love you.
okay,
It's
Rhonda,
perfect.
I'm gonna unmute you here. Rhonda, you are now unmuted and
Oh,
welcome.
thank you, Linda. Oh, the fun keeps continuing. I got some ladies I danced with. It had been years. I hadn't seen some of them for a lunch. I had enough energy and been back on a health kick since surgery and the keto thing for the last couple months. So I'm raring to go. But um, I know what was it Monday in your class? You hit me right on what when you talked about immune system because I have been crashing and burning ever since I got the first COVID and I got all three in long term and I seem to recover, take trips and go about things and I get hit again. And um, I just one thing I'm kind of curious because I did sign up for your package A is and hoping to get the system scan. But just what are you reading now? What are you seeing? Would be helpful
Yeah.
as far as an
Uh,
abundance or yeah.
yeah, yeah. What I'm noticing with you almost immediately is that we have to clean up your auric field. There's a
Okay.
lot of interference happening in your auric field.
Oh
And
yeah.
yeah, so we've got to clear that up. And then once we do that, then we can actually start working with your immune system. Your immune system is like 26% in general, but it's actually working more effectively on one side of your body than the other, which is kind of interesting. So we want to create a coherence between your sides, between your masculine and feminine, between everything, all your organs and glands and everything like that. Then I mean, I could be wrong, but it almost feels like you've had many moments of feeling very prosperous. And then and so um in alignment with your immune system, prosperity, and prosperity rate doesn't always mean money, by the way, but
Oh yeah.
prosperity looks like I keep getting like 36-40%, which I kind of, that's not bad, by the way. We want things over 50 for sure and into the
Right.
60s.
Well, I'd like to mention that sounded pretty good considering I have my two adult children living here just recently and one unemployed. So, when you're looking at prosperity, but I feel very rich to have them close
Right.
by.
See, that's exactly
And
it.
then
Yeah.
aging parents and a father-in-law that, is, I think he's been in the hospital 19 times and he's amazing. He keeps holding on and wants to come down. So a lot is going on currently, when you're talking
Yeah,
about the
yeah.
inner
So that's
child
why
and yeah, but I'm
that's
real
why your
surprised that it
environment,
was
we need to
that
clean up
high.
your environment. We need to clean up
Yeah.
your energetic environment in order to like get you to root
Mhm.
into the to start finally working on your immune system. And but it's interesting, love, yeah, 40% around that 40% vitality plummets though. So we need you to start your immune system um to be connected to your vitality and actually where you are on the planet. I know that sounds kind of weird, but you're a little disconnected from true north, true south, true east, true
I'm having
west.
trouble grounding often, which used to just come natural to me. It's like where I feel like I've gone backwards, years sometimes, some mornings, but I'm just so not going to give up. I'm going to keep working at, getting back,
Well,
body,
hopefully we'll make some
spirit.
progress for you in this piece. I want to say
Oh,
I'm
I'm
having a
sure it
little bit of
will.
a
I'm
hard time
sure.
hearing you, Rhonda. One thing I want to say to everyone is I know the process I did was really quick, but they'll continue to work on you so you can receive it. Part of your minds are getting in the way again, and I'm just going to invite you to really set aside the mind.
Mhm,
The mind is always going to
mhm.
be involved, always going to be invested in you having a problem. And so you get to
Oh,
set
yeah.
your mind aside so you can
Mhm,
receive the support from the divine.
mhm,
I'm not doing it. I'm just facilitating your helpers to do it. And I think that when
mhm.
you're asleep, for many of you, when you're asleep, that's when you're going to really receive. Yeah. Thanks, Rhonda.
Okay,
Appreciate
thank
you.
you. And
Yeah.
you will be sending that
Yep,
symptom
the
scan, or did
scans.
you just do it pretty much?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, for people who purchased on
yeah.
the third, they're going to be receiving theirs in a little bit, and
Okay,
people who purchase on the fourth are going to receive theirs in a little bit.
okay, good.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to working with you. I really, I just feel your vibe. It'll be good.
Yay.
Good,
Yes.
Rhonda. Thank you.
And it's
Me
only,
too.
what, a
Thank you,
little over a
Rhonda.
week away. I'm ready.
Yay.
Bring it
Okay.
on. Okay, love you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, awesome. I'm excited for Rhonda.
Yay. Yay.
All
Me
righty.
too. Can we do one more or no? Or is it time,
Uh,
Linda?
Actually, yes, let's go ahead and open up with the time. I think this would be a great time for us to open up the page.
Oh, yeah, let's do it. Great.
Yeah, so
Awesome.
let me just get here
Thank
and
you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
thank you. Okay, and here we are. Okay, so Janice Nohoulani presents Your Immunity is Your Power, and it's magnetic to abundance. Remember, we're speaking about a vessel to hold the prosperity, vessel to hold the abundance, the love, all of that. So please feel free to check out this page. There's amazing testimonials on here. Let's just read one right here. So Chrissy from Austin says the whole system reset was miraculous. I have been living in fear for my whole life. That's a big one. I see it clearly now. It may sound crazy, but it feels like fear is not running the show anymore. Like fear left my life. The best part is
Mhm.
that it feels easy to choose me and what I want now. It was such a struggle before, and now it just isn't. That's
Mm, mm,
amazing. And that's
mm,
just
mm.
one example of the testimonials that people give after working with Janice. And that's what also speaks to what Janice was speaking to earlier about once you're online, you're going to move, you're going to show up. You will show up differently. So I'm going to scroll on down here to package A and B. So let's dive right in. So this is package A,
Oh,
folks, normally for 1680. TLRS price 297, which includes sessions, an integration call, the 7 new human immune field daily audios, and an early bird bonus. That's 6 system scan limited spots. So let's go ahead and begin with package A. And Janice, if you could just take us through these sessions that are going to begin on the 17th.
yeah. So session one, I have a feeling there'll be that addition of that piece I just talked about, the new technology coming in, but to create your own sovereignness. So then this way, everything is all the energies that are coming at us, we have a framework where we're like a solid being in our own body. The pure heart sequence and the seeding cell activation aligns you with your blueprint. Now, I know that's been said a lot. I know that, but here we are. We have to realign your frequency to your authentic prosperity. And we're going to root it into the pure heart, which is divine unconditional love. These are Lemurian technologies from long ago. I was gifted these to give to everyone. And what they do is they empower your system. So, everyone has a connection to Lemuria because those are the first kind of peoples on this planet, right? And so it's like your DNA begins to wake up. So we're going to start there so you can begin to not just receive another healing, but to make it a reality that stays. That's the goal here. And so that's why we're not going right into the immune system. We're going into prepping the system so you can learn how to receive in a greater way and hold on to the healings that you receive. So that's what happens in this uh, first session. Then we start to actually dive into the immune system and the DNA and RNA. In this one, we will be not only removing dark or foreign objects, beings, energies from your system, we will also be re-implementing how your immune system connects to not just the immune system itself, but your whole systems, as we talked about, your organs, your glands, all aspects of you, right? And then we're gonna work with your RNA and DNA to not, when you begin to release everything out of your RNA and DNA, your energy can spin at your light spin. So we're gonna do that. We're also going to be working on your nervous system, your parasympathetic nervous system, your sympathetic nervous system. We're going to absolutely do that. Because it's so important for you, again, to create safety. And I know that word, again, I use that word a lot, but right now and the way the world is, all that stuff, we want to help your nervous system stabilize so then you can receive and hold on to what you're desiring in a greater way. Okay. So that happens in session 2. And session 3, thank you. Oh, yeah. We have the timeline work. Now, that's really important because we want you to be here and now. If we don't deal with the timelines, right, then often part of your energy is leaking out all the time. And also, people are leaking into you. And that sometimes is both. So the timeline work, we've prepped the system. We're getting it organized and together so you can receive. And now we got to come into this timeline, and we not only remove anything, we're excavate the energies that are sometimes very dark, very old patterns, not in alignment. We are then pouring your energy into your timeline so you're the one who owns it, not anyone else, right? And that work is really fun. I love that work so much. So the integration call is the where we reset your entire system. So we've created the landscape for you to receive. We've done the immune system work. Now we're anchoring it into this timeline and this reality. And in the integration, we're going to look at all of the systems that we did, but we're going to do an entire reset. And what that means is that we're going to reset your mind, your emotions, your ego and will. Your ego, by the way, is meant for you to fulfill your purpose. When it is in alignment with you, you will more easily fulfill your purpose. But most egos are just wackadoodled in the collective mind. So we need to reset that back to your original. We're going to reset your inner child so it's not holding on to trauma and stress from the past, and not just this past life, but lifetimes. We're going to reset every aspect of you. So then it can receive, you could be living through your new immune system, living through your new ego. And all of those things will be communicating together so you can be in more harmony in this world, despite and in spite of what's happening. You still get to be in flow and harmony and joy and bliss. And so we're going to reset all of those to your original frequencies and to, what you're creating now. So it's easier to say yes to you, one. It's easier to love yourself. That this was a big one for me, as no matter what I did, I had a worthiness issue. Now I don't. Literally, I don't have that anymore. And now I can really show up for myself, choose me, and create the space for me to receive what I want more easily. And this is what's going to happen. The new human immune field daily activation, you have 7 of those. My suggestion is when you get that, listen to them twice. And then the ones that resonate with you most, just have them playing in the background. This is going to help keep your energy field safe and sound. And so, some of them are for, it will say, but some of them are for your vitality and health, getting your cells to work for you, right, more effectively. Some are for love, and some are for abundance, and then there's one for your inner child. And this will help with all the resets. Oh, the scan. Yeah, and then the system scans. Yeah, so the seeding cells, the RNA and DNA, the immune system power centers, I added a bunch of things in the scans. So you're going to get more because it started to just come through. It was like, well, how are they with compassion? And how are they with this? And how are they with that? So you're going to get all that too. Yeah.
Wow. So that's package A. And then package B, by the way, does have payment options for your convenience. We hope that helps. Everything in package A plus 1 45-minute private session with Janice, personally addressing
Yes,
your immune
yes,
system.
yes. Yeah, that's actually really good. And I really love that Erin was like, get your session afterwards. That's the smartest thing, because then we can work on the miscellaneous pieces that you didn't receive. There is a reason why, sometimes we're not able to make the shifts right away, right? So that extra support is just so huge after we do the work, and your system is more available to create bigger shifts. When you're working with me, I can get down to the bigger roots that we weren't able to in the group.
Beautiful. Everything has its timing. That's one of my mantras I repeat a lot is trust divine timing. Just trust divine timing.
Totally,
There, we
100%.
may not always see it right there in front of your face, but it's there. So trust in that. So, all right, folks. And then here we have, I know a lot of people who aren't able to join the call and then watch the replay, they want to ask. So we do have this lovely feature here at the bottom. So
Thank
this is
you.
Ask Janice, and then you can just scroll just down to the bottom of the page and type what you're pressing a concern, recommendation, package A, package B. Maybe package A will have you well on your way. Maybe you need some more in-depth attention. So Janice will receive notifications for this and will be able to reply back to you. So please do utilize this feature. So,
Yeah,
all
thank
right.
you.
So yeah, no, thank you. So this is the link. I've placed it in chat here again. It's lifereawaken.com/Janice25. Folks, this is a lovely opportunity to really, really catapult your life to just come to your center, come to your calm. Gosh, thank you, Janice, for sharing your heart and this work with us tonight. And thank you for everyone who's joined live here on the call. Is there anything else you'd like to share with us today, Janice?
No, not at all. I just want everyone to know that, like, keep going. Keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah, just keep going no matter what you do. It's like I wish a lot of people could just kind of jump into my mind and see where I came from and know where I am now. And in all bits of me, I just know that you can have vitality, health, and the love you want. And these are the tools that help me do that. So I love sharing them with you.
Absolutely. Well, there you have it, friends. And I'm so sorry we couldn't get to everyone today. We're going to go ahead and Well, we do have, I mean, there is Asha here. Shall I unmute Asha? Well, I think we're just a little, I think the call's wrapped, so my apologies that we weren't able, unless you feel we have time for one more, Janice?
Sure, yeah, we could do one more, no problem.
Okay, so Asha, if I've unmuted you, and just please let us know your pressing concern if you're still here, and we'll see what recommendation, package A or B, or what's going on, Asha. Thank you.
Sure. Hi, Linda. Yes, I'm still here. Hi, Janice. How are you?
Hey, Asha. I'm good, thank
Hello.
you.
Thank you. I'll be very quick. Anything that comes up top of the mind, and what would you recommend for me?
Um, Asha, when I look at your energy, it looks like there's an undercurrent under you, and it's very interesting. I don't know how else to say it. It's like your mind kind of almost swallows you up. So when you don't know what's happening, it almost feels like your mind, it's like mud almost. It kind of swallows you. I keep seeing it, so I'm going to just say it. I just say what I see. Uh, Regarding your immune system. But because of that, because of how your mind works a little bit, and it feels like it's kind of like you're sinking in it, it almost feels like, first of all, I probably would like to give you the tools. You learned that in session one, the tools to help you not let your mind to assist you in not having your mind kind of swallow you up. Like it feels like there's just a lot of unknowns. And that actually is more than anything. I can't really almost see your immune system because of something about that. And I don't know if that resonates, but that's what I'm seeing. I literally can't see you. So I would want to be able to reconnect you to all your systems and then bring in that immune system piece. When I talk about that, wow, your immune system in general is probably like working at 35%, maybe. When you smile, it goes up. When you find yourself smiling, your immune system goes up to like 60%. So smile more, please. And and then it looks like you're calling in. Rather than prosperity, I would almost want to work with your immune system and love. Yeah. Does that does any of that resonate? I don't know. I feel like it's
All of it. Yeah,
oh, okay.
absolutely. All of it.
Okay, there you go then.
I'm
So
glad it
package,
resonated.
I want to say package B, to be honest with you, because there's some work that I think we're gonna find later, and we're gonna be like, oh man, we got to do that so you can feel better.
Thank you, Asha.
Yeah, then thanks, Linda.
I'm glad it resonated, and I hope that you make the investment in yourself, because that's really important. You know, the love and the undercurrent, what's going on. So I know you'll be safe with Janice. So thank
Mm.
you very much for being here. Thank you everyone for being here. I posted the link. I'll put it there one more time. It's lifereawaken.com/Janice25. Janice, thank you so much for your wisdom
Yeah.
and for giving everything that you gave, taking us through such a lovely process.
Thank you.
And we hope to see you soon, everyone. Blessings and have a wonderful weekend. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
The information, products, and claims presented in this video and on any related websites or materials have not been evaluated by any official regulatory body. They are intended for informational and educational purposes only and are not meant to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or medical condition. Always consult a qualified healthcare professional before making any changes to your health or wellness routine.